Chapter 71, The Supreme Level Corpse is Out, A Big Crisis. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Inside the pitch-black tower, a thick grey mist was rolling. At this point, the grey mist seemed to turn into black mist, which was extremely dense. Xian's figure ransacked, using the Saint King's hand bones to protect himself from the black mist. At the rear, Jun Xiaoyao also entered the tower. As for the rest of Jiang Shengyi and others, they dealt with the remaining corpses outside, in just a short moment. Xian has already rushed to the top of the tower. On the top of the tower, there is a dark coffin, bound by hundreds of golden chains. From within the coffin, a supreme aura and coercion exuded. The source of the coercion hidden in Yuantian's secrets comes from this dark coffin. Finally found it, as recorded in the ancient books. Xian took a deep breath. While excited, there is also tension. If the record is correct, that treasure should be in this coffin, but Xian hesitated slightly. The source of the grey fog also comes from this coffin. Even a fool understands that there must have been some kind of abnormality in this coffin. If it is opened, misfortune is unpredictable. At this time, Jun Xiaoyao's figure also appeared, dressed in white. He is detached from the dust, and is out of step with the environment. Here, when Jun Xiaoyao's gaze fell on the coffin exuding supreme might, the brows also picked up, with surprise. Then there should be the body of Yuantian Supreme, but why should it be tied with a golden chain? Jun Xiaoyao was puzzled. The golden chain is more like a kind of band, connected with this ominous grey fog. Jun Xiaoyao also had a guess in his heart. He looked at Xian again, his expression cold and indifferent. Do you think you still have the power to resist in front of this sun? Jun Xiaoyao said. Jun Xiaoyao, when I came here, I was naturally fully prepared. Do you really think you can control everything? After Xian said, it was the ancient talisman in his hand that was directly motivated by magic. In an instant, the ancient charms burst into light and rain, and runes emerged. The hundreds of golden chains wrapped around the coffin made a trembling sound. The whole coffin began to roar. Jun Xiaoyao stood there, without any intention of intervening. This made Xian extremely surprised. He couldn't help but said, Jun Xiaoyao, don't you stop me? Jun Xiaoyao's behavior confuses him. Stop it, why stop it? You came to the Yuantian secret store with a certain purpose, perhaps looking for a great opportunity. And the chance, if the child guessed correctly, it should be in the coffin. Jun Xiaoyao calmly said. Xian's complexion condensed, looking at Jun Xiaoyao, with deep jealousy hidden in her expression. A Tianjiao who has no force is not worthy of fear, but it would be very terrifying if there was force and resourcefulness in the city. There is no doubt that Jun Xiaoyao is such a person. Xian's thoughts were all guessed by Jun Xiaoyao. So are you going to watch me seize the chance? Xian snorted coldly. The Son of God doesn't like to do it by himself. If you do it, I will grab it directly. Doesn't it smell good? Jun Xiaoyao smiled faintly. Hearing this, Xian's face turned blue and purple. If he hadn't been able to beat Jun Xiaoyao, he would have punched him. Humph, I have an ancient charm protector, and you will be miserable then. Xian thought coldly. At this moment, the hundreds of golden chains finally disintegrated completely. In an instant, the lid of the coffin was blasted open, and a terrifying black mist billowed out like wolf smoke, broke out at the same time. There is also an extreme evil spirit and supreme coercion. Is Xian who knows some details, but also has a heartbeat, extremely worried. On the contrary, it was Jun Xiaoyao, still calm, but his brows were slightly furrowed. A towering figure emerged from the black fog. That figure, in an ancient golden robe, has a square face, exuding a monstrous suffocation, a pair of hollow eyes, overflowing with blood. Its whole body is covered with long black hair, just like the demon corpses outside. This is Yuantian Jizuan. Jun Xiaoyao muttered. Tang, a supreme and powerful person, why did he fall here? Roar. This supreme demon corpse roared like a monster. Its voice seemed to turn into sound waves, and the entire top of the black tower was overturned. Xian's legs trembled and he almost collapsed to the ground. That coercive force is too powerful, and ordinary cultivators of the divine bridge realm would be directly shattered by this coercive force. The supreme is the supreme. Even after so many years of death, there is only one skeleton left, which is still terrifying, and Jun Xiaoyao, his expression unchanged. Compared with Ji Xian's courageous appearance, it is almost a world. A supreme demon corpse that has been dead for an unknown period of time. Jun Xiaoyao said, if he is a real supreme powerhouse, even if Jun Xiaoyao is against the sky, he will not have the slightest resistance, but this Yuantian supreme demon corpse has lost its mana after death, without any magical powers. In addition, the body was corroded by the black mist, and the physical strength was also weakened to the extreme. Now this supreme demon corpse is at most only 1/10,000th of the strength of Yuantian supreme, but even if it is only 1/10,000th, it is definitely not something that the God Bridge realm or even the Qingyi realm Tianjiao can contend. Roar. The supreme demon corpse roared, his blood-red eyes locked on Ji Xian, who was a little closer. Ji Xian hurriedly held the ancient talisman. There seemed to be slight fluctuations in the blood of the supreme demon corpse. Then, it fixed its gaze on Jun Xiaoyao. Boom. The supreme demon corpse shot without reason. Culled out with both hands, the space was shocked. Jun Xiaoyao raised his eyebrows. He wants to see, how strong is this supreme demon corpse with only 1/10,000th of its peak strength. Jun Xiaoyao urged the spirit of the idol to suppress the prison, and the phantom of the ancient idol appeared from above him, like a golden ancient mountain, suppressing the universe. 700 million caddies of supernatural power burst out from the body, and not only that, Jun Xiaoyao finally urged the power of the ancient Eucharist itself this time. In an instant, the golden blood surged. The qi and blood of the ancient sacred body. www.readwn.com for the evil things. It also suppresses and weakens the effect. The power of the supreme demon corpse was once again weakened by more than 30% by the qi and blood of the ancient saint body. Jun Xiaoyao urged the dragon's energy. The blue light under the skin surged, spreading out of the dragon's scale inner armor. The defensive method of the godlike jail force is urged, and the guardian of the underworld is also condensed. Jun Xiaoyao pinches Ren Wang's seal with his left hand, and casts Dragon Fist with his right hand. It can be said that Jun Xiaoyao has achieved the ultimate in offense, defense, and all aspects. He rarely makes such a full shot. This kind of terrifying fluctuation was also noticed by Jiang Qingyi, Jun Xuanhuan and others outside the tower. That is the breath of the supreme, it is the corpse of the supreme level. Jiang Qingyi's face suddenly changed color. That is the supreme demon corpse. It is not an existence that the younger generation of Tianjiao can contend. Even some of the elder masters of the heaven through sky realm and divine fire realm can't stop them. The Son of God. Jun Xuanhuang's face changed drastically. They didn't even expect that Jun Xiaoyao would contend with the supreme demon corpse. In their thoughts, this is almost impossible. This monarch Xiaoyao, is he really crazy? He wants to compete with the supreme level demon corpse. Ji Xian was shocked, and then the corner of his mouth sneered, facing Jun Xiaoyao. He has been flattened. Now you can finally see Jun Xiaoyao's tragic situation. Boom. Under the attention of Ji Xian, Jiang Qingyi, Jun Xuanhuan and others, Jun Xiaoyao, who went all out, collided with the supreme demon corpse. For a time, the space oscillated, and the sky fell apart. The golden light of the ancient sacramental body, and the monstrous evil spirit of the supreme demon corpse, spread out together. Chapter 72, Hardly resisting the supreme demon corpse. Ji Xian is going crazy. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This kind of collision is like a planetary collision, and the wave is terrifying to the extreme. The depths of the entire secret store seem to have been swept by air waves. Jiang Qingyi and others, there was a buzz in their minds, and their faces instantly turned pale. That is a supreme-level corpse. Even if the current strength of the devil's corpse is less than 1/10,000th of that of its heyday, it is not something a bridge cultivator can contend. Happy. Jiang Qingyi's fairy face paled. She couldn't imagine what accident happened to Jun Xiaoyao, how she would face Jiang Ro, said that he would take care of Jun Xiaoyao in the secret store, but now, he can only watch. Jun fights the sword. Jun Xuanhuan and others also trembled. On the other side, Ji Xian rushed towards the coffin and turned his head to pay attention to Jun Xiaoyao. He doesn't believe it. Jun Xiaoyao can still be safe and sound. The violent explosion gradually died down, and two figures retreated at the same time in a cloud of smoke. Jun Xiaoyao appeared, is still the dust-free white clothes, still the calm and handsome face. It's just that his brows are slightly furrowed, with a little dignity. Inside his chest, blood were slightly tumbling, and his arms were a little numb. On the opposite side, the supreme demon corpse also showed its figure, and its body was not damaged. After all, he was a supreme strong person before his death, even if his body was corroded and weakened countless times. He could not be destroyed casually. When Jun Xiaoyao appeared intact, Jiang Xingyi seemed to stop breathing. Then, extreme joy flowed from her crystal eyes. "That's great." Jiang Shenjiilian moved lightly, flashing away. "My Lord God, it's okay." Jun Zhanjian, Jun Xuanhuan, and Jun Wanjie also showed surprise. At the same time, there is a strong meaning of fanatical worship in his eyes. The son of their family, with the cultivation base of the bridge realm, competes with the supreme-level demon corpse, let alone fall. There is not even a slight injury. If this incident spreads out, the entire fairyland will be a sensation. It will be crazy. Looking at the immortal realm for thousands of years, who can compete with the supreme power in the divine bridge realm, even if it is just a corpse? Not at all. This Nima is outrageous. Rao is Ji Xian, who has a calm and introverted mind. He is also sluggish at the moment, and can't help but burst out of that he has never said before. This is outrageous. Is Jun Xiaoyao still a human? Contending with the supreme demon corpse in the divine bridge realm, but it is still not injured. Whoever believes it, ghosts will not believe it. At this moment, Ji Xian completely doubted whether Jun Xiaoyao was the reincarnation of a certain ancient emperor. Otherwise, how could he explain that he was so strong? Monster, this Jun Xiaoyao is Nima's monster. Ji Xian is almost crazy, unable to keep calm, all kinds of swearing, cursing mother in my heart. There is such a evildoer. How can other Tianjiao fight in this era? Who can compete for Jun Xiaoyao? Even if it is the genius of their Ji family, who has become a contemporary saint of human beings, it is probably not enough. Never mind, go hunt for treasure first. That supreme demon corpse can entangle Jun Xiaoyao. Ji Xian secretly said, completely lost the idea of fighting with Jun Xiaoyao. He just wants to find the great opportunity in the coffin and leave directly. Got that chance. Maybe he still had a battle with Jun Xiaoyao. Jun Xiaoyao naturally also noticed Ji Xian's actions. He turned his head and said, Zhengjian, Xuanhuan, Wanjie, you go and deal with that Ji Xian. Don't let him get the treasure and leave. The son of God, how about you? Jun Xuanhuan asked. They also want to help Jun Xiaoyao deal with the supreme demon corpse. I have enough here. Jun Xiaoyao said. I'll help you. Jiang Xingyi stood firmly beside Jun Xiaoyao. Jun Xiaoyao froze slightly, and said, that's the supreme demon corpse. It's too dangerous. I'm your aunt, who won't help you. Sister Jiang Ro will scold me when you see you hurt. Jiang Xingyi pursed his lips, smiling beautifully. It is impossible for her to let Jun Xiaoyao face the supreme demon corpse alone. Jun Xiaoyao nodded slightly, saying nothing. Now is not the time to be moved. This feeling, he naturally remembered it. Roar. The supreme demon corpse rushed again, bringing a monstrous evil aura, and the breath alone was enough to make the gods of the bridge realm Tianjiao's mind burst. This devil's corpse is hard to deal with. Jun Xiaoyao frowned. Hearing this, Jiang Xingyi was a little speechless. Is this human? For other Tianjiao, the almost invincible supreme demon corpse, in Jun Xiaoyao's mouth, is just a difficult thing. Jun Xiaoyao raised one hand, and the dragon gas exploded, as if a real dragon had been condensed. Is the supernatural power of the ancestral dragon nest, the real dragon trapped in heaven. With his other hand, he used the tactics of warfare. In the void, thousands of golden soldiers turned into weapons such as swords, spears, swords and halberds, forming a shocking torrent. Jun Xiaoyao made two powerful moves together, colliding with the supreme demon corpse again. The supreme demon corpse doesn't have any magical powers, but simply uses a rotten flesh to contend with Jun Xiaoyao. This also makes Jun Xiaoyao more and more aware of the supreme power of the supreme power. You must know that this Yuan Tian supreme demon corpse has only 1/10,000th of its strength. From this, it can be inferred how powerful the Real Supreme is, but Jun Xiaoyao believes that with his talent, it is only a matter of time to become the Supreme. Boom! The huge wave spread again, and Jun Xiaoyao and the Supreme Demon Corpse retreated at the same time again. Jun Xiaoyao's arms were a little numb, and the blood in his chest rolled. This feeling is the first time I have experienced it. Not only was Jun Xiaoyao not discouraged, but he found it strange, but it is a pity that this Supreme Demon Corpse can only make him churn with blood, but it cannot really cause him to vomit blood and suffer injuries. Jun Xiaoyao has not really been injured since he was born. When Qingyi saw this, he also shot from the side to assist Jun Xiaoyao. On the tower, Ji Xian found a simple wooden box in the coffin. The box looks extremely ordinary, but in the entire coffin, there is only this box. That's it. Ji Xian's eyes were fiery, but at this moment, a thunder light suddenly penetrated, and Ji Xian's face condensed on the side of his body. What the sun wants. www.readwn.com. You dare to move. Jun Wanjie. 3 people flashed over. Damn it, don't you help that Jun Xiaoyao. Do you want him to die in the hands of the Supreme Demon Corpse? Ji Xian's face was solemn. We believe in the strength of the sun, you can't take this thing away. Jun Wanjie said coldly. At this time, some of the previously unclean corpses also followed the tower. Ji Xian holds the ancient amulet. They shift the target to the 3 of Jun Wanjie. Zhanjian, Xuanhuan, you deal with those demon corpses, I will deal with this Ji Xian. Jun Wanjie said. Yes. The 2 nodded with swords. Next, there is a battle between the parties. Jun Zhanjian and Jun Xuanhuan dealt with the corpses, while Jun Wanjie confronted Ji Xian and prevented him from taking the wooden box and leaving. But the main battlefield is Jun Xiaoyao versus Supreme Demon Corpse. If Jun Xiaoyao fails, then Jun Wanjie and others will naturally need assistance, and Ji Xian can take away the wooden box directly. But in Ji Xian's eyes, it is a miracle that Jun Xiaoyao can compete with the Supreme Demon Corpse. If Jun Xiaoyao could defeat the Supreme Demon Corpse, Ji Xian would never believe it. Jun Wanjie, don't do useless work. As long as I drag it until Jun Xiaoyao is defeated by the Supreme Demon Corpse, I can take the opportunity to take the lead in the wooden box. Ji Xian said, appearing confident. This is a shame, so he is not afraid to say it. How can you figure out what the sun can do? Jun Wanjie said coldly, with extreme confidence in Jun Xiaoyao. If Jun Xiaoyao is strong enough to defeat the Supreme Demon Corpse, then I, Ji Xian, will stand upside down and pee. Ji Xian sneered, with sarcasm in his words. You will regret it. Jun Wanjie said with deep eyes. Chapter 73, The Corpse of the Tao and the Corpse are blended, and the Vision of the Eucharist suppr. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the depths of the Supreme Vault, terrifying mana fluctuations are permeating. Jun Xiaoyao is full of golden blood and blood, like a of war coming to the world. All kinds of means are used, and the power is surging, and the Supreme Demon Corpse, the whole body is surging with devil, and the evil spirit is overwhelming. This kind of terrifying demon corpse, changing to any god bridge realm, or even Gi realm Tianjiao, will instantly be photographed into blood foam. Only Jun Xiaoyao, an evildoer that cannot be figured out according to common sense, can compete with it. With Jiang Qingyi on the side, her congenital womb is also a combat power that cannot be ignored. Between the hands and feet, it seems to be in harmony with the Tao. The bare hand flicks out of the room, the mana is surging, and the void is shaken, and Jun Xiaoyao felt it when he shot his own ridiculous ancient sacred body. Under the aura of the congenital Taoist birth, has faintly become stronger. This once again reminded Jun Xiaoyao of the ancient emperor who possessed the innate body. Could it be that the superposition of these 2 constitutions can really produce a qualitative change? Jun Xiaoyao's eyes flashed. He didn't think about turning his physique into an innate body, because it was not realistic, unless it can be obtained through sign and rewards, but that is too illusory, and the sign and reward cannot be specified. Jun Xiaoyao thought about another possibility. This possibility might allow him to deal with the Supreme Demon Corpse before him. Thinking of this, Jun Xiaoyao directly transmitted to Jiang Qingyi, Sister Qingyi, I need your help. What busy? Jiang Qingyi replied. Put your innate power of Taoism into my body and blend with my Eucharist. Jun Xiaoyao said. This Jiang Qingyi was also slightly dazed. She didn't expect that Jun Xiaoyao would come up with this way. Although the congenital body of the body is indeed a very strong physique, but it is impossible to shape it in this way. Xiaoyao, do you want to build that kind of physique? But this can't be done by passing qigong. You need this, that. Jiang Qingyi was speechless. The snow-white crystal fairy face has a shallow blush. Jun Xiaoyao was taken aback for a moment, and then he was speechless. Are women's brain circuits so strange? Sister Qingyi, where did you think of it? I just want to try, through the power of the innate Taoist fetus, increase the power of the holy body, and see if I can suppress the supreme demon corpse. Jun Xiaoyao helplessly replied. Oh, it turned out to be like this. Jiang Qingyi bit his lip, a touch of shyness and embarrassment, secretly scolded myself for being crooked. At this time, the supreme demon corpse moved the target and blasted towards Jiang Qingyi. With the power of Jiang Qingyi's physical body, it is absolutely impossible to stop the blow of the supreme demon corpse. Jun Xiaoyao saw it, stepped on his foot, and the crossbar was in front of Jiang Qingyi. Boom. The two collided. Jun Xiaoyao's figure was directly retreated, but he hit a soft spot. Sister Qingyi. Jun Xiaoyao turned his head. Jiang Qingyi embraced him. Happy, concentrating. Jiang Qingyi's decision was to directly stimulate the power of the innate Taoist fetus in his body. In an instant, a breath of avenue overflowed. Jiang Qingyi's body is shining brightly, as if he is the best fairy jade. In the void around her, there are countless runes branded, and Dao lines are flowing. This kind of scene is extremely amazing. Jiang Qingyi seems to be the darling of heaven and earth avenue, various Dao patterns, xianhui, and runes manifested all around her. Heaven and earth avenue, all seem to pave the way for her. Is this the power of the congenital Taoism? Jun Xiaoyao muttered to himself. No wonder the congenital Taoist fetus is a powerful physique that is not weaker than the ancient sacrament. This kind of physique, which is almost Taoist, is really terrifying. It is the darling of heaven and earth. Jiang Qingyi poured the power of the great power of the congenital Taoist birth into Jun Xiaoyao's body. In an instant, the congenital Taoist fetus and the ancient sacrament seemed to resonate. The power between the two, there is a feeling of harmony. This feeling is very strange, seems to have reached a certain orgasm. Jiang Qingyi flushed slightly, bit his jade lips tightly, making no sound, and Jun Xiaoyao feels that his own ridiculous ancient sacred body is more powerful, is like a chicken blood. Opposite, the supreme demon corpse also felt some kind of instinctive danger, and the blood-colored eyes flashed. Such a movement was also noticed by Ji Xian and others. Innate power of Taoism, what will Jun Xiaoyao do? Ji Xian's heart sank slightly, with a vague premonition. Jun Xiaoyao at this moment, the fairy light is enveloped, the golden brilliance and the light of the avenue flickered around him. Despite this state, it is far from being able to compare with the true congenital body, but compared to the simple ancient Eucharist, it is already much stronger. It's time to end everything. Jun Xiaoyao's tone is indifferent. At this moment, he seems to be a superior immortal, making a judgment. Even when facing the supreme demon corpse, he is confident. Jun Xiaoyao completely urged the power of the ancient sacramental body, and around him, a number of figures began to appear. Every figure is sacred and transcendent, with a holy atmosphere, is like a holy lord, emerging in the void. Count them down, there are plenty of ghosts. This is the Eucharist vision. Jiang Qingyi also recovered, suppressing the strangeness in her heart, and seeing this scene before her eyes, her pupils vibrated. The power of the ancient sacrament is not limited to the incomparable flesh, its Eucharistic vision is also a big killer. Jun Xiaoyao has fought all the way to the present, and has never used the communion vision. It's not that he doesn't use it, but that no one is qualified to let him use it. Right now, facing this supreme demon corpse, Jun Xiaoyao finally sacrificed the vision of the Eucharist, and worshipped the Holy Spirit. Moreover, this vision also blessed the power of the great power of the congenital Taoist womb. How might it be? One can imagine. The supreme Yuan Tian, the dust returns to the dust, the soil returns to the earth, let's sleep peacefully after death. Jun Xiaoyao stepped into the void, standing with his hands holding his hands, his expression indifferent like a god, the phantom of the sage of 10,000 ways. At this moment, Qi bowed and worshipped at Jun Xiaoyao. Seems to be worshipping the only in heaven and earth. This scene, Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com. Shocking. Rumbling. A terrifying power was overwhelmed. The golden gods shine all over the square, and those ordinary demon corpses, directly under this power, burst into powder. Rao is the supreme demon corpse, and it has also been greatly suppressed. His strength has dropped by more than 40% again. Under the radiance of the gods, he has started to sneer and emit white smoke. The ancient sacrament of the wild has the effect of restraining all kinds of evil forces. After the anomaly is enlarged, the effect is even more prominent. Not only was the supreme demon corpse suppressed, but all the grey fog in the depths of the supreme vault began to melt and collapse under the Eucharist vision, and at the same time, the outside world is too barren forest. The sky viewing mirror suspended in the void was originally shrouded in a grey mist, and it was impossible to see the scene clearly, but the grey mist actually began to dissipate, and then the scene in the supreme vault was also imprinted on the sky through the sky viewing mirror. Look, the sky viewing mirror has started to work. Hi, could it be Yuan Supreme's corpse? How was it demonized? Oh my god, pinch me, I'm not mistaken, is the Lord of the Kings fighting against the supreme demon corpse? Fuck, how is this possible? This Nima is outrageous, that when the Tian mirror showed the scene in the depths of the Yuan secrets, the entire wild forest was boiling, and there was an uproar. Tens of thousands of monks, each of them gaped, their eyes rounded, as if they had seen the most unlikely miracle. Everyone stood frozen in place, their mouths opened wide, unbelievable. Even the immortal Taoist elders sitting in the void of the sky were staring with old eyes, and they almost fell from the sky because of an instability. Chapter 74, Purify the Corpse, the Dark Source is Hidden, the Supreme Worship. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The old Taoist of the great Tao Tianzong, his old face was a bit sluggish, and he opened his mouth slightly and said, "Is that really, the son of the emperor?" That even an old Taoist who has cultivated for many years and has a precipitated heart and nature has a wrong face. It can be seen how shocking this scene has brought the world. Yes, it is the Son of God. The elder of the Jiang family also had a trembling tone. Jun Xiaoyao, as the son of Jiang Rou, is also half of the Jiang family. Seeing that Jun Xiaoyao can contend with the supreme-level demon corpse, Mrs. Jiang is also very happy. Perhaps it is time to find a way to deepen the connection between the Son of God and my Jiang family, such as marrying Luoli, which is not bad. Jiang's elders have already begun to figure out how to completely win over Jun Xiaoyao and tie him to Jiang's family. After all, this kind of evildoer who can compete with the supreme demon corpse in the divine bridge realm, it is difficult to see a few of them in countless years. The elder Ji Bangyin of the Ji family is also like a clay sculpture, stiff, unable to say a word. This shock is too huge. And the elder of the ancestral dragon nest and Long Bichi are also completely petrified. Especially Long Bichi, when she saw Jun Xiaoyao using the Eucharist vision to suppress the supreme demon corpse, a strong sense of fear and powerlessness flooded her mind. Although Long Bichi had fear of Jun Xiaoyao before, he still didn't think he was invincible. At least, Long Outyen and others who are still in retreat are absolutely qualified to compete and even defeat Jun Xiaoyao. But now, seeing this scene, Long Bichi's mind is dizzy, and he can't stand still. She now feels that even if Long Outyen leaves the customs, it is difficult to defeat Jun Xiaoyao, not to mention other people. Even Jun Zhangtian, his face was frozen for a while. Then came the color of ecstasy. Originally, he thought about Jun Xiaoyao coming to participate in the Supreme Vault, just to show his face in front of the world and make a name for himself. But now, Jun Xiaoyao's performance is so dazzling, it can be called a miracle. Even Jun Zhangtian was shocked. I think it will take a few days. This news will spread throughout the entire wilderness. Jun Xiaoyao will become synonymous with the invincibility of the younger generation. The power of the Jun family will naturally rise. As for the other tens of thousands of monks, looking at the sky viewing mirror, Jun Xiaoyao, who was worshipped by all saints, and put his hands and feet to suppress the devil's corpse, was also shocked. S eyes are full of horror and shock. That Yuan supreme demon corpse, although its power may be less than 1/10,000th of its life, it is definitely not something the younger generation can contend. A monk took a deep breath. That's right, it is the powerhouses of the heavenly heaven realm and the divine fire realm. It is extremely difficult to deal with this demon corpse. A great power elder of the divine fire realm shook his head slightly. The son of the Jun family, terrible. All the monks present had numbed scalp and couldn't calm down for a long time. As for the female monks, I saw a white-robed, detached gentleman Xiaoyao, the handsome and immortal gestures between the gestures made them almost flooded, numerous female monks, with flushing complexions, fantasizing that they are Qingyi, who can be in close contact with Jun Xiaoyao, at this moment. Jun Xiaoyao in the Supreme Vault naturally didn't know that the outside world had already caused a sensation. Because of him, Jun Xiaoyao's entire effort is devoted to dealing with the Supreme Demon Corpse. I have to say that the effect of the Eucharist vision far exceeded Jun Xiaoyao's expectations. He originally thought that it would be good to be able to weaken the strength of the Supreme Demon Corpse by a few %, did not expect that it can also produce the effect of purifying the black mist inside the demon's corpse. Right now, the strength of the Supreme Demon Corpse has been suppressed to the extreme. Jun Xiaoyao stepped on his feet and shot out with a palm, with the power of the qi and blood of the ancient saint body, bombarded the chest of the Supreme Demon Corpse. The qi and blood of the ancient saint body has a strong ability to restrain evil spirits. With the suppression of the vision, the black mist in the body of the Supreme Demon was once again dispersed, and white smoke was emitted. The black hair on the Supreme Demon Corpse began to fall, those blood-red eyes also gradually returned to darkness, two soul fire like candles in the wind lit up in his eye sockets. Jun Xiaoyao knew that that was the last ray of thoughts of Yuan Tian Supreme. Junior, did you make the deity free? The intermittent divine thoughts radiate from the soul fire and spread to Jun Xiaoyao. That's right. Jun Xiaoyao also conveys spiritual thoughts. It's the ancient sacred body. It's wrong, it's the ancient sacred body that breaks the shackles. Among the divine thoughts, there are also shocking fluctuations. Apparently, Jun Xiaoyao broke the shackles of the Eucharist, which also surprised Yuan Tian Jizuan. Senior, why did you fall here? Jun Xiaoyao said divinely. A foreign land, changing the sky, the source of darkness. That divine thought came intermittently. A foreign land, the source of darkness. Jun Xiaoyao frowned slightly. The deity seems to see, dressed in white, with his back facing the common people, suppressing the end of darkness, alone, arbitrarily forever. Yuan Tian Supreme Remnant Soul continued to say something that made Jun Xiaoyao unable to understand, but Jun Xiaoyao also speculated that the reason why Yuan Tian Supreme fell, and the body was so alienated after death, is afraid that it is inseparable from the so-called dark source and dark matter, but these are not what Jun Xiaoyao can touch now. At this time, Yuan Tian Jizuan's remnant soul spoke again. Your eyebrows. There is the inheritance of the deity, Yuan Huang Dao sword. Jun Xiaoyao was slightly surprised. Deserves to be the supreme powerhouse. Even if there is only a ray of remnant soul, he still has such a strong perception. There is inheritance, that is fate, that thing. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com is in the wooden box. The rest may be in the lower realm, mainland. The remnant soul of Yuan Tian Supreme came intermittently, like a candle in the wind, which would not last long. Jun Xiaoyao remembered them one by one. Her family, also in the lower realm. That ancient talisman is a token, please take care of her family. Yuan Tian Jizuan said. Jun Xiaoyao's eyes are deep, he somewhat understood why Ji Xian held the ancient talisman. Those devil corpses, and Yuan Tian Supreme Devil's corpse, did not attack him. It turned out that the ancient talisman was actually a token of Yuan Tian Jizuan and his Taoist companions, and his Taoist couple also left a family in the lower realm. Finally, please, let the deity, the dust return to the dust, the soil return to the earth. Yuan Tian Jizuan said divinely, then he actually bowed to Jun Xiaoyao. This scene shocked everyone inside and outside the Supreme Secret Vault, because Jun Xiaoyao and Yuan Tian Jizuan are communicating with each other. Outsiders did not hear their conversation, but I can see the body of the Supreme worshipping Jun Xiaoyao. What's the matter, dignified Supreme, even bowed to the son of the Jun family. Outside the secret store, everyone took a breath, only feeling the scalp tingling. The son of the Jun family, too deep and unfathomable. In the secret storehouse, Jun Xiaoyao nodded slightly, and said, "Senior, don't worry, Junior should do their best and go with peace of mind." Jun Xiaoyao waved his hand, golden mana surged, the corpse of Yuan Tian Supreme, without any resistance, directly turned into a dust of dust, and then dispersed. The generation of Supreme, just disappeared. At the same time, Ji Xian on the other side saw this scene, his heart was cold, he sank to the bottom, and his whole body was shaking. Chapter 75, Sacrifice the Yuan Emperor Dao Sword, cut Ji Xian's arm, get all the chances, You are listening at novelfull.audio. From seeing Jun Xiaoyao suppressing the Supreme Demon's corpse with the Eucharistic vision, Ji Xian realized something was wrong, and now, seeing the devil's corpse completely annihilated by Jun Xiaoyao, his face was as pale as paper, is like being thrown into the cold pool, shaking like a cold winter. He always wanted to use the big move talisman to escape after grabbing the wooden box, but Jun Wanjie entangled him tightly, preventing him from freeing his hands. Ji Xian, didn't you say that if the sun can defeat the Supreme Demon Corpse, you will urinate upside down? Come on, I'll watch it. Jun Wanjie sneered. Ji Xian heard that her face was green, she was extremely embarrassed, and she felt a burning pain in her cheek. Damn, I have to get the wooden box. Ji Xian gritted his teeth secretly, his expression sullen. The means that Jun Xiaoyao showed had almost collapsed his Dao heart. Even the Supreme Demon Corpse can solve it. Who can do it? Although there are various factors, but the result is beyond doubt. If he could get the things in the wooden box, Ji Xian might still have hope to fight Jun Xiaoyao in the future, but if you can't get it, then Ji Xian can only live in the shadow of Jun Xiaoyao all his life. Thinking of this, Ji Xian's complexion was ruthless, and he directly performed a door control technique of the Ji family. In an instant, blood burst out all over his body, his energy and blood burned, and his realm climbed steadily, and finally he reached the great perfection of returning one realm. Go away. Ji Xian's momentum suddenly skyrocketed, and the right arm of the Saint King's hand bone was merged with a punch at Jun Wanjie. Rao is Jun Wanjie. He was caught off guard for a while and was directly retreated, but Jun Zhangjian and Jun Xuanhuan also reacted at this time, but they wanted to come but it was too late. Ji Xian took the opportunity and grabbed the wooden box directly with one hand. The biggest opportunity in this supreme vault is mine, Jun Xiaoyao, see you next time, just wait to see it with admiration. Ji Xian laughed loudly, and was ready to sacrifice the big move talisman to escape. At this time, Jun Xiaoyao's face was full of sarcasm. It will bring you utter despair when you are most hopeful. This kind of taste must be wonderful. Jun Xiaoyao sneered. He directly urged the Yuanhuang Dao sword in the God Palace. A dazzling divine light escaped from the center of his eyebrows, and the rules of Tao were permeated. Among the gods, a bright chain of order flew out and turned into an inch-long golden dagger, rushing towards Ji Xian, is the Yuanhuang Taoist sword. Yuanhuang Dao sword, that is one of the 5 magic arts that are as famous as the slaughter immortal sword art. Although Jun Xiaoyao is now on display, it is impossible to have the terrifying power of Yuan Tian Jizuan, but it should not be underestimated. The short sword swept out, and the road was filled, and the surrounding void seemed to be split, making a screaming sound. This is so sudden that no one expected it. Ji Xian did not expect it either, and the speed of the Yuanhuang Taoist sword is too fast. Ji Xian didn't even have time to sacrifice the protective body, but for a short while, Ji Xian felt a tearing pain. He suddenly saw that his right arm flew out. No! Ji Xian roared, his eyes splitting. Jun Xiaoyao exhibited the devil's wings behind him. When he swept his figure and raised his hand, he took the arm of the Saint King, together with the wooden box and ancient charms, into his hand. These things all happened in a short time. No one expected that Jun Xiaoyao was still hiding such a hand. Outside, this scene was also reflected by the sky viewing mirror, showing it to everyone. Could it be the Yuanhuang Dao sword, one of the 5 great magic arts? How is it possible? Isn't this Yuan Tian Supreme's unique school? The rumors have been lost for a long time. Maybe it was the chance that the son of the Jun family got in the secret store. Fuck, the little sage of the Ji family was broken off the arm of the Sage King. Many monks exclaimed in silence. Because of the grey mist, they did not see the previous battle between Jun Xiaoyao and Ji Xian. but now, Jun Xiaoyao only relies on the Yuanhuang Dao sword to cut off Ji Xian's greatest reliance. The Saint King's arm is a batch. Damn it, what do you princely son want to do? The sky is empty. Ji Bangyin's face suddenly changed. He also said before that Ji Xian was prepared, but he was not stable in this secret, also calmly and proudly said to Jun Zhantian that he should worry about Jun Xiaoyao. As a result, now, his own Tianjiao's arms have been cut off, which makes Ji Bangyin extremely angry and unable to remain calm. Humph, rest assured, the old man's grandson is not a devil, and won't kill Ji Xian's life. Jun Zhantian hummed, and just as his voice fell, seeing from the viewing mirror, Jun Xiaoyao was once again urging Yuanhuang Dao's sword and swept away at Ji Xian's head. Obviously, I want Ji Xian's life. Ah, this. Jun Zhantian looked up and looked at the sky speechlessly, as if he hadn't seen it. Ji Xian hurriedly sacrificed the big moving talisman, and there was a wave of void around him, and his figure instantly disappeared in place. Inside the secret store, watching Ji Xian disappear in place, Jun Xiaoyao shook his head indifferently. In fact, it doesn't matter to him whether Ji Xian died or not. After all, Ji Xian Dao's heart has completely collapsed, and there will be no threat to him in the future. And, the most important thing, he already got it, the Saint King's hand bone, wooden box, ancient amulet, especially the wooden box, which made Jun Xiaoyao very interested. What is the great opportunity that Ji Xian's heart is thinking about? www.readwn.com. Jun Xiaoyao looked at the wooden box. But he didn't open it directly, because Jun Xiaoyao knew that the scene in the secret storage at this moment was probably completely revealed by the sky viewing mirror. The truth about wealth is not revealed. Jun Xiaoyao naturally understands, despite his identity, most people dare not pay attention to him, but it is inevitable that other immortal forces will notice. If this opportunity is too attractive, it will also attract a lot of ghosts and monsters. Jun Xiaoyao directly collected all these things into the spatial magic weapon. Jiang Qingyi has no criticism. It can be said that the ability to suppress the supreme demon corpse is almost all the credit of Jun Xiaoyao. She is just assisting, so the chance, of course, belongs to Jun Xiaoyao. As for the three-digit sequence such as Jun Xuanhuan, it is impossible to have any ideas. Everyone, go out. This trip to the secret hideout has ended successfully. Jun Xiaoyao smiled faintly, and he was in a good mood. 4 ancient keels, 1 supreme ancestor keel, wooden box, Saint King's hand bones, and 1 mount. By the way, more than consummation, simply 2 consummation. Jun Xiaoyao and the others left the depths of the secret hideout, and then joined Jun Linglong and the 9 lions. The Tianjiao and monks of the other major forces also withdrew one by one. However, just when Jun Xiaoyao and others stepped out of the supreme secret store, 2 majestic breaths rose almost simultaneously, one from the Ji family Ji Bangyin, the line of elders from the Canglong line in the ancestral dragon nest. It seems there is still a little trouble. Jun Xiaoyao held his hands, his lips raised a smile, calmly said. Chapter 76, The mysterious Taoist protector shot, severely injuring the elder Canglong, so he lost. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At the entrance of the supreme secret store, Jun Xiaoyao and others appeared. Jun Xiaoyao is dressed in white, and the fairy is handsome. Even after experiencing the war, he is still immaculate, as if he came back from a trip. This kind of indifferent and easygoing style made many female monks around her scream, and her eyes were colorful. Jun Xiaoyao is simply the best male in their minds. However, before these brain-dead fans get excited, the 2 majestic holy realm auras burst out. Irrepressibly, is from the elders of Ji Bangyin and Canglong. The 2 majestic auras directly caused the noisy forest in the wild, and instantly fell into silence. Many big figures in the forces are dignified, knowing what's next. It's not so easy to be kind. You act freely, really without any scruples, beat the ancestral dragon nest dragon girl to escape in embarrassment. Cut off the sage king arm of the little sage of the Ji family. It can be said that if it was not Jun Xiaoyao who did this, it was the arrogance of other forces. I'm afraid that the moment it comes out, it will be wiped out by the elders of the Zulong's nest and the Ji family. Jun Xiaoyao, as the saying goes, staying on the front line of being a man, and seeing each other in the future. Is your approach too much? Ji Bangyin's complexion was cold and ugly. Beside him, it was Ji Xian who was teleported by the big moving talisman. is just Ji Xian at this moment, with a pale face and a loss of focus, with his left hand covering the gap in his broken arm, looking like a walking dead. Anyone with a discerning eye can see that Ji Xian's Dao heart is completely broken. 4. A Tianjiao, defeat is not terrible, the terrible thing is that even if the Dao heart is broken, it will be completely useless and will become a useless person. And Ji Xian, the little sage of the Ji family, was so energetic and confident when he first came to the Yuan Tian's secret store. As a result, now, it has become such a walking corpse. No wonder Ji Bangyin is so angry. Too much. How is Junmu going too far? It's just a normal matchup. In the face of Ji Bangyin's holy realm pressure, Jun Xiaoyao did not change his face and was very calm. He is not even afraid of the coercion of a supreme-level corpse. How could he be afraid of the coercion of a saint? What do you want to do to my grandson, you old thing? Jun Zhantian also flashed his figure and slid in front of Jun Xiaoyao. At this time, the elders of the Canglong line also brought Long Bichi to come. Long Bichi, with a beautiful body, shrank behind the elder, looking at Jun Xiaoyao, still with a sense of horror. Her Dao Xian, although not as broken as Ji Xian, but it is not much better. At least, Jun Xiaoyao has completely left a shadow in her heart. Jun Xiaoyao, what you did to my dragon girl is aside for now, but the dragon bone was originally taken by Yuan Tian Supreme from my ancestral dragon nest. Is it time to return to the original owner? Canglong's elder said solemnly, with the dominance of the ancestral dragon nest, if other forces obtain the dragon bone, the Canglong elder is afraid that it will directly it by force, but the one who got the keel was the son of the king's family, which made elder Canglong feel very difficult. Oh, the ancestral dragon nest, who has always been strong and domineering, can even make sense. But Jun's keel was obtained by his skill, why should I return it? Jun Xiaoyao smiled, with a hint of sarcasm. The elder Canglong's cheeks twitched slightly, and then he said, okay, the 4 ancient keels are fine, but the supreme ancestor keel must be returned. Upon hearing this, Jun Xiaoyao even sneered, ancestral dragon nest, don't shame your face, you long supreme's pain, forget it so soon. Junior, you are presumptuous. Jun Xiaoyao exposed the scars of the ancestral dragon nest in public, making elder Canglong look ugly, and couldn't help but scream. However, just as elder Canglong scolded, very far in the void, a high-pitched and sharp piano sounded suddenly. The sound of the piano turned into a killing blade, splitting the void, and rushed directly at the elder Canglong. Fierce power makes the sage feel numb. Puff. The sound of Qin's killing blade flashed past, directly cutting off half of elder Canglong's body, and bright and crystal-clear dragon blood splashed out. One trick, a saint was hit hard. Shino made an uproar and shocked, elder Canglong retreated violently, and his eyes revealed unprecedented horror. Which adult did it? Elder Canglong trembled. However, there was no response. It was Jun Zhantian's eyes that showed a different color and said, Xiaoyao, it seems that your guardian made the move. Taoist. Jun Xiaoyao raised his eyebrows slightly. His guardian is also mysterious, and he doesn't even show up. However, using the sound of the piano as a means of attack is somewhat novel. This guardian of yours, the background is not small, you will know in the future. Jun Zhantian said mysteriously. Jun Xiaoyao's eyes narrowed. Who is the sacred guardian sent to him by the Jun family? However, the speaker had no intention, the listener had the heart, and all the monks around him heard this conversation with amazement in their eyes. Jun's family has assigned such a powerful Taoist to Jun Xiaoyao. You should know that the general immortal forces are at best assigning saint-level guardians to the Tianjiao in the clan. It seems that the position of the son of the Jun family in the Jun family is really extraordinary. Many people exclaimed. The elder Canglong endured the injury, shut his mouth tightly, and didn't dare to speak any more. He was afraid to say one more thing, and he would be in the netherworld next moment. www.readwn.com. Ji Bangyin was even more discolored, extremely jealous, and didn't dare to say anything more. After a trouble, it was easily suppressed. It seems that both of you have nothing to say, so Jun left. Jun Xiaoyao smiled lightly. When I left, I didn't forget to ridicule, murder and condemn my heart. Elder Canglong and Ji Bangyin, their faces turned purple, but they were holding back, without saying a word. Everyone from the Jun family, as well as the Jiang family and others, left together, until they left, Elder Canglong and Ji Bangyin roared, shaking 3,000 miles with their power. The two immortal forces have never suffered such a loss. Hey, it's worthy of being one of the three imperial families. The two immortal traditions are so temperless. Some monks said with emotion, the Yuantian's secret treasure ended in this ending, although at the beginning, many people guessed that the emperor's son should be the most eye-catching existence in this secret collection, but I didn't expect it to be so eye-catching, almost concealed all the rays of other Tianjiao, ancestral dragon nest dragon girl, Ji family little sage, 9 lions of the primordial royal family, heaven-swallowing sparrow, etc., none of them are Jun Xiaoyao's opponents even at the end. Jun Xiaoyao suppressed the supreme demon corpse. This shocked everyone's eyes. When spreads out, half of the barren fairyland will shake. There have been rumors that Jun Xiaoyao will be one of the few people standing on the top of the fairyland in this era. It can be said that Jun Xiaoyao has completely made a name for himself in the wild heaven and immortal realm through this trip to the Yuantian secret store. However, some people are happy and some are worried. In Nantian City, two figures, a man and a woman, appeared. It was Wu Mingyue and Xiao Chen. Chapter 77, Wu Mingyue returned to the court. Xiao Chen's last chance, the self-styled ancestor. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What are the few people standing on the top? That Jun Xiaoyao has such a vicious mind and black belly, is he worthy? Xiao Chen came all the way, hearing all kinds of rumors about Jun Xiaoyao. His face was gloomy, and he couldn't help cursing. Wu Mingyue did not say a word on the side, seemingly worried. She also gradually realized that Xiao Chen did not seem to be as perfect as she had imagined. Xiao Chen's fierce attack on Jun Wanjie, as if let her see a stranger, and now, Xiao Chen's face is full of hatred, but in fact his heart is full of jealousy. Of course, Wu Mingyue could not alienate Xiao Chen because of these reasons. After all, Xiao Chen still has many advantages. He has a firm personality and perseverance. He is also very good to her. Xiao Chen noticed that Wu Mingyue seemed to be worried, and thought she was worried about returning to the court, and couldn't help but ask, Mingyue, is there really no way? That Wu Mingyue heard this and shook her head slightly. Presumably my protector has already been found. Just as her voice fell, in the distance, in the void, an old woman in a palace robe stepped into the sky and fell in front of Wu Mingyue. Sage. Xiao Chen condensed, that coercion is definitely a saint. Seeing Wu Mingyue, the old woman in the palace robe gave a slight salute. Your Royal Highness, can make the old man easy to find. Grandma Gui, you really got it. Wu Mingyue sighed, not surprised. Your Royal Highness, the trouble is almost the same, and it's time to go back. Grandma Gui said. Oh, after I go back, let me marry that arrogant, concubine champion? Wu Mingyue sneered. That's not necessarily true, only the best man is worthy of you, princess. Shen dynasty will set up a big banquet for you this time, inviting young talents from all forces in the wild heaven and immortal territory to decide the final candidate for the horse. Also, I heard that the prince's son is also here this time. Whether the princess has something to do with him, if it is him, maybe it is also a good choice. Grandma Gui said with a smile. Hearing this, Wu Mingyue's face was slightly unnatural, more than overlap. She has become Jun Xiaoyao's slave girl. It's just this, only she and Jun Xiaoyao know about it, and when Xiao Chen heard this, he directly exploded his hair. Grandma Gui mentioned who is not good, but when he mentioned Jun Xiaoyao, he almost hit Xiao Chen's muzzle. Is Jun Xiaoyao worthy of Mingyue's finger? Xiao Chen said coldly. Where's the wild boy, dare to speak to the old man like this? Grandma Gui frowned, and a sage's pressure was released. Xiao Chen is not Jun Xiaoyao, how can he withstand the pressure of a saint? At the moment, a mouthful of blood was spit out, and it flew out. Wu Mingyue changed color, and whispered, Mrs. Gui, stop it. Princess, who is this kid? Grandma Gui asked. He is the prince of Canglong ancient country. Wu Mingyue said. Oh, it turned out to be a prince of a small country. Grandma Gui's face was so plain that she was a little contemptuous. As a pilgrim to Panwu God, she is indeed qualified to look down like this. This old witch. Xiao Chen got up. wiped off the blood from the corners of his mouth. His face was cold, and he said in a cold voice. Xiao Chen, sorry, you are fine. Wu Mingyue said. Grandma Gui said in a calm tone, Your Royal Highness, please understand your identity, this kind of small country prince is not worthy to be with you. Your husband-in-law, at least, must be a strong background and extraordinary strength like the son of the Jun family. Enough, Mother Gui, don't say anything, Mingyue will go back with you. Wu Mingyue ordered him to silence. Because she had already seen it, Xiao Chen's gloomy expression was somewhat terrifying. Princess, please. Grandma Gui didn't bother to care about small characters like Xiao Chen, and said calmly. Wu Mingyue followed. Xiao Chen squeezed his fists tightly, and said coldly, Xiao wants to look down on people, and when the moon chooses a horse, Xiao Chen will definitely set foot on the palace of God. Oh, ants who are overwhelming. Mother Gui didn't care, and she left with Wu Mingyue. Wu Mingyue looked back and opened her lips slightly, looking at Xiao Chen's firm face. The cruel truth could not be said anyway. If she said now, she has become Jun Xiaoyao's slave girl. Xiao Chen is afraid that he will explode in anger. Hey, I can only take one step to see if there is a chance in the future to let Na Jun Xiaoyao release my slave mark. Wu Mingyue sighed. Xiao Chen watched Wu Mingyue go away step by step, his fists clenched, blood dripping from his fingers. Ancestor, now that we have lost the keel, what should we do? Xiao Chen asked heartily. Without the keel, his azure sky-transforming dragon art could not go further and his strength could not be improved. When the time comes, what do you take to grab your relatives? Grab the head. Hey, that son of the Jun family, it's really scary. Master Canglong sighed. He has never seen such a terrifying young man with strength and city government. In contrast, although Xiao Chen was excellent, he was far from enough. Ancestor, I must become stronger, marry the bright moon, and become the chariot of the Panwu god. Otherwise, I can't deal with Jun Xiaoyao at all. Xiao Chen gritted his teeth secretly. He is not stupid. Imagine a possible path to success. In this way, there is only one last way. Master Canglong sighed. Ancestor, please tell me, as long as there is a glimmer of hope, the kid will not give up. Xiao Chen's eyes lit up and said eagerly. Do you know, where did this deity come from? Master Canglong asked suddenly. Please ancestor speak clearly. Xiao Chen said. The deity's technique was obtained by accidentally entering an ancient nest secret realm, and within that ancient nest, an ancient freak in the ancestral dragon nest is likely to be sealed. Qinglong Shangren said. Ancestral Dragon Nest www.readwn.com Ancient Freak. Xiao Chen looked surprised. There are indeed some arrogances. In their respective eras, for various reasons, they proclaim themselves among the gods of the source of immortality, and they will re-enter the world when they have the opportunity to preach the Tao in a certain era in the future. This kind of arrogant is called an ancient freak, and every one of them is extremely terrifying. In their time, they can push the world. The kind of self-proclaimed several epochs is fortunate, and the difference between it and contemporary Tianjiao is not too big, but if you call yourself dozens of ancient freaks, or even hundreds of epochs or more, it will be terrifying, and you can't justify it with common sense. That ancient nest is extremely hidden. I'm afraid I don't even know the ancestral dragon's nest. Qinglong Xuanhuan. The ancestor, the opportunity you mentioned is. Xiao Chen said. The self-styled ancient freak in the ancient nest should have an amazing origin and identity. In it, it should be possible to find the supreme blood of the Canglong line. With that supreme blood, your azure dragon transformation art is still possible. Master Qinglong explained. Well, I will go to the ancient nest afterwards. Xiao Chen clenched his fists, extremely excited. Of course, you have to be careful. If you awaken the ancient freak, I am afraid that the entire fairyland will be shaken. The younger generation of Xianyu, no one may be able to defeat the ancient freak. Master Qinglong's tone was slightly solemn. The birth of ancient freaks is no small matter, is likely to overwhelm the contemporary Tianjiao. No one can compete with it. At this moment, Xiao Chen did not hear the warning. He just wants to get the supreme blood of the Canglong line to make himself stronger, and then go to Panwu God to grab relatives. As for the consequences of awakening the ancient freak, what is his business? Chapter 78, Ji Qingyi, the arrogant daughter of the Ji family, the ninth Ling Yuansheng came to the D. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Nantianqing, after the Yuan-Tian's secret treasure ended, the masters of various forces gathered in the city were also preparing to leave. Jun Xiaoyao wants to return to Jun's house, Jiang Xingyi is also going back to Jiang's house. Jun Zhanjian and the others felt the atmosphere, and retreated to the distance very wittily. Jiang Xingyi wears a snow-clothed peculiar, slender figure. If a snow lotus is independent of the world, it will not be affected by the world. The beautiful fairy face is white and crystal clear, as if dizzy, because of her innate fetal constitution. The whole person looks transcended, giving people a feeling of wanting to sublimate, as if standing next to Jiang Xingyi, he could enlighten the way. Sister Qingyi, your physique is really enviable. Standing by your side, I feel like I'm about to enlighten and rise. Jun Xiaoyao casually smiled. If other people stand in front of Jiang Xingyi, they will definitely feel ashamed, and Jun Xiaoyao is completely different. His transcendent temperament is not inferior to Jiang Xingyi, it is even better. Then I will stay by your side every day from now on. Won't it make you enlighten you every day? Jiang Xingyi joked and smiled slightly, then, suddenly aware of the ambiguity, his face flushed, again thinks of the feeling of being in the secret store before, and the feeling of being in harmony with the sacred body of Jun Xiaoyao, only feeling that your cheek is slightly hot. Jun Xiaoyao didn't seem to notice it, and said with a light smile, in the secret store, thanks to Sister Qingyi. Otherwise I will definitely not be able to suppress the devil's corpse. Where, I'm just a support. Jiang Xingyi shook his head slightly, then, as if to change the subject, he said, Luo Li, not easy, but I think you are too tight, so I call every day to come out to find you. Jiang Lori, hey, starting in 3 years, the highest death penalty. Jun Xiaoyao sighed. Jiang Xingyi looked puzzled. Jun Xiaoyao occasionally always said a sentence or two that she could not understand. After a little chat, Jun Xiaoyao said goodbye to Jiang Xingyi. When Jiang Xingyi returned to the Jiang family crowd, the elder Jiang stepped forward and said, Xingyi, our Jiang family must deepen the relationship with the Son of God. Can you let Luo Li and Son of God? The old parents of Jiang made gestures, obviously trying to match the two. The Jiang family will definitely agree to this. Jiang Xingyi's expression condensed slightly. After a while, he barely smiled and said, yes, I will see if there is a chance to make me a matchmaker. Haha, that's good. Family Jiang said with a smile. Here, Jun Xiaoyao also returned to the Jun family team. He has no interest in marriage or Dao couple at all. After all, his goal is to suppress this era and set foot on the top of 9 heavens and 10 earth. Grandpa, go back. Jun Xiaoyao said, he can't wait to see what the fate is in the wooden box. Good. Jun Zhantian nodded slightly. A group of people from Jun's family also set off to return to Huangzhou, one of the 3,000 states. Xianzhou, this prefecture is the residence of Huanggu Ji's family, Ji family, as a barren ancient family, even if it is not among the 3 imperial families, but the strength of the foundation cannot be underestimated. As long as it is an ancient family, where can it be weak? Ji Bangyin, Ji Xian, who looked like a walking dead, with a decadent and slumped face, returned to Ji's house. Suddenly, Ji's family made a huge wave. The elders of Ji Xian's line are filled with righteous indignation, and they can't wait to step directly through the gate of the Jun family. The remaining few veins, although they are angry, but they can still keep calm. But until the end, there was nothing in the Ji family. Because of the Ji family, it is impossible to fight the Jun family because of a Ji Xian who has been abolished. The 2 great ancient families are at war. It is an immortal battle, and the entire fairyland will be turbulent. The most important thing is that Ji Xian is indeed being defeated by Jun Xiaoyao dignifiedly, rather than being framed and defeated. The younger generation fights for battle and kills. You die and you live, it's normal. Ji's family also couldn't find a sufficient reason to deal with the Jun family, therefore, this matter can only be broken teeth and swallowed in the stomach. But Ji Bangyin can't stand this anger. With a decision in his heart, he came to the depths of Ji's house, outside a valley full of immortals. The entire valley seems to be shrouded in fairy light, and the 4 seasons are like spring. Ji Bangyin opened the mouth and said, can Miss Qingyi be here? That it is hard to imagine that a saint would. Speak to a junior in such a peaceful tone, it is conceivable that the status of this junior is so extraordinary. Not long after, a moving voice came from the valley, pearls and jade pans. Qingyi is here, what's the matter with the clan leader, that did not see the person, only heard the voice, but this sound alone is enough to make people memorable. Ms. Qingyi, please, we must rectify the name of the Ji family and find a place for Ji Xian. Ji Bangyin said solemnly, the one he entrusted to is Ji Qingyi, the most outstanding woman in the Ji family, is also the saint of the immortal sect, the proud daughter of the Ji family, the goddess of the immortal religion, and the double identities make Ji Qingyi's status extremely detached. Ji Bangyin next, I talked to Ji Qingyi about the secret of Yuan Tian. After a long time, Ji Qingyi's voice like a clear spring waterfall came. Qingyi knows, but after that, Qingyi wants to return to the immortal sect to pay homage to the remains of the remnant immortal. This matter will be taken to heart. Well, Miss Qingyi's business is the most important thing. Ji Bangyin nodded and then left. The son of the Jun family, he seems to be an interesting character. I don't know, how much surprise can Qingyi bring? A few days later, Jun Xiaoyao and others also returned to Huangzhou Jun's house. Among them, there was an episode, the nine-headed lion clan's gangster-level character, the nine-spirit Yuansheng climbed the gate of the Jun family. Jun Xiaoyao appeared directly riding on 9 lions. He wanted to see if this nine-headed lion clan tycoon would be as stupid as that Yulong Supreme. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com. Some onlookers outside, seeing Jun Xiaoyao appear riding on 9 lions, their faces are even more shocked. The descendants who rode it in front of the 9 spirits Yuansheng is a naked provocation. Just when the outside world thought that the 9 spirits Yuanshengui made a big noise in the Jun's house, the 9 spirits Yuansheng said to the 9 lions with a solemn expression, the dog leftovers, it is your luck to be favored by the prince's son, you will never suffer by following him. In a word, everyone in the audience petrified. Is this still the overbearing 9 spirit Yuansheng? Many monks looked dumbfounded. How come to the Jun's house in a couple, the 9 spirits Yuansheng is just like a dog? Grandpa, you. The 9 lions were also stunned, their bodies stiff, their hair exploded, and their tails tightened. It thought that the 9 spirits Yuansheng was here to save him, so it said such a sentence. And also exposed its shameful real name. It turns out that your real name is Gogo. Jun Xiaoyao looked playful. The Son of God is joking, our 9 lions have difficulty in reproducing and survival in the same line. We have a low name and are good for reproduction. Ling Yuansheng said cheerfully, 9 lions want to cry without tears, at the moment they want to plow the soil, turn themselves into an ostrich, and bury them in the ground. To shame, what kind of autistic challenge is this? This episode gave many people a clearer understanding of the deterrence of the Jun family. Even the powerful 9-spirit Yuan sage did not dare to be wild in front of the Jun family mountain, and even took the initiative to let his descendants follow the Jun family god's son. After the incident ended, Jun Xiaoyao also returned to Qingyi Palace with peace of mind. It's time to explore the mystery of this wooden box. Jun Xiaoyao had expectation in his eyes. Chapter 79, 9 Great Books of the Heavens, the Idols to Protect the Prisons, the Ancestor Dragon. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ji Xian thought about the great opportunity he wanted, but in the end Jun Xiaoyao picked the peaches. If there is nothing good in the box, I am sorry for Ji Xian's painstaking efforts. Jun Xiaoyao opened the box, looking around. The first thing that catches the eye is a simple dark golden scroll book, like gold leaf. This is... Jun Xiaoyao was slightly puzzled. He opened the dark golden scroll book. In an instant, countless ancient characters appeared in front of Jun Xiaoyao. Every ancient character blooms endlessly, like the stars in the sky. If you are an ordinary person, you will be blinded just by looking at it, but Jun Xiaoyao is different. He is a ridiculous ancient sacred body, his eyes bloom with golden light, and he swept away from this look. Jun Xiaoyao was surprised. Can let people like Jun Xiaoyao show such an expression? It can be imagined to what extent he is surprised. Could this be the 9 heavenly books? Jun Xiaoyao was slightly stunned, and he couldn't believe it. In Xianyu, I am afraid that no monk would not know the 9 heavenly books. The 9 books of heaven are not written by humans, nor are they inherited in any line. from the beginning of the existence of the 9 heavens immortal domain, there have been 9 heavenly books. Some people say that the 9 books of heaven were written by Xian. It is also said that the 9 heavenly books are the manifestation of the rules of heaven. In short, there are various theories, but one thing is certain, the 9 books of heaven can never be created by anyone, even the emperor is difficult to create, and the most precious thing about the 9 heavenly books is that each book represents the ultimate. For example, the empty book, one of the 9 heavenly books, is the ultimate of the way of space. Shushu is the ultimate of the way of time. The other different books all represent different ultimate ways. There are even more rumors that if someone can gather the 9 books of heaven, they can unite them and take a road to becoming immortal. It is precisely because of the various rumors of the 9 heavenly books that countless people are frantically searching for their whereabouts, but there have been countless epochs through the ages, not to mention the collection of the 9 heavenly books. Even the appearance of 1 or 2 is a luxury. Jun Xiaoyao also never expected that there was a volume of heavenly books hidden in this wooden box. Looking at its content, it should be one of the 9 heavenly books, the ultimate in the flesh. Jun Xiaoyao muttered to himself, and it was difficult to hide the waves in his tone. I am afraid that no one will see the heavenly book without being excited, and even more coincidentally, this book is one of the 9 heavenly books, and it just fits with Jun Xiaoyao's ancient Eucharist. First it is the Idolzhen prison gene, and then the body book. Is this to allow me to become the emperor of the flesh? Jun Xiaoyao said heartily. However, what makes Jun Xiaoyao frown slightly is that this volume of the book does not seem to be complete, seems to have only scroll. By the way, Yuan Tian's supreme remnant soul said before that the thing is in the wooden box, and the rest may be in the lower realm. Does this mean that the lower volume of the body book is in 10 places? Jun Xiaoyao murmured, this is very likely. It seems that in the future, I will definitely have to visit the lower realm. The book is too important for me. Jun Xiaoyao said, his ridiculous ancient Eucharist, coupled with the power of idols, plus one of the 9 heavenly books, after is fully trained, how strong will the physical body be? I'm afraid that the emperor who was physically proving Tao in the ancient times is far inferior to him, right? Inside the wooden box, besides the body book, there is a broken bronze fragment. Compared with the style book, this piece of bronze is very inconspicuous, doesn't look like some kind of fairy gold. It's very simple. Jun Xiaoyao held it in his hand, but unexpectedly discovered that he could not crush this piece of bronze fragment. Jun Xiaoyao's current physical strength is so powerful, not to mention crushing the gold, but at least ordinary prince weapons can be broken at will, and this seemingly humble bronze fragment is very strong. It's a bit weird. Let's show it to Grandpa and the others later. Jun Xiaoyao put away the bronze fragment, then, he took out the Saint King's hand bone and 5 keel bones. Jun Xiaoyao has stripped the Saint King's hand bones. The whole bone of the hand is as white as jade, imprinted with complex Tao patterns. Even if it is just placed there, the pressure of the Holy Realm is revealed. The reason why Ji Xian can stand out among Qianjiao is that this Saint King's hand bone occupies a big factor. A hand bone can create a powerful Qianjiao, but Jun Xiaoyao has no plans to integrate his hand bones into his arm. Other people's bones fuse into one's own body, and I panic when I think about it, and Jun Xiaoyao's ridiculous ancient sacred body is already one of the strongest physiques. When it is fully grown, it is many times stronger than the hand bone of the Saint King. There is no need to give up everything. Although it won't fit into one's arm, it can be used to forge a magical artifact. Jun Xiaoyao muttered to himself, the Saint King's hand bone, he intends to build a weapon. As for the 5 keels, 4 of them are ancient keels, and Jun Xiaoyao prepares to reward Jun Zhangjian and others. After all, they have also exerted a lot of effort in the Yuantian's secret store. The benefits that should be given are still to be given. As for the supreme ancestor keel, Jun Xiaoyao naturally refined it by himself. Afterwards, Jun Xiaoyao directly sacrificed himself from the hell furnace and inhaled the supreme ancestor dragon bone into it. In an instant, the billowing spirit surged. The power contained in the dragon bones of the supreme ancestor is so powerful that if Xiao Chen obtains it, it can directly cause him to undergo a major transformation. But now, it's all cheaper. Jun Xiaoyao, there was a crackling bean popping sound inside him, and it was a giant elephant particle awakening one after another. 80,000, 90,000. In the end, the 100,000 giant elephant particles in Jun Xiaoyao completely awakened. Jun Xiaoyao's whole body www.readwn.com take up the golden magic. Behind him, an extremely solid, substantive golden idol appeared, and the trunk curled up and roared up to the sky, quite suppressing the wasteland and roaring down the stars. Xinxiang Zhenyujin, at this moment, entered the first stage of Xiao Chen. Jun Xiaoyao raised his hands and feet, it was a billion caddies of supernatural power bursting out, and he could smash the stars with one punch, and crash the ancient mountains. It's worthy of being the supreme ancestor Keel, this energy is too huge. Jun Xiaoyao sighed, after the transformation of Idol's prison guard, the next step is to transform the giant elephant particles into dragon elephant particles. The dragon elephant particles are 10 times stronger than the giant elephant particles. In other words, if Jun Xiaoyao converts all the giant elephant particles into dragon elephant particles, then his physical power will skyrocket 10 times. Is 10 billion caddies of supernatural power. It's scary to think about it. In addition, the benefits brought by the supreme ancestor's keel are more than that, because the ancestral dragon's blood is hidden in the ancestral dragon bone. This energy, combined with the dragon energy in Jun Xiaoyao's body, caused his dragon scale inner armor to transform again. Jun Xiaoyao moved slightly, and a slender green golden dragon armor that fits his body condensed out. This dragon armor is 10 times stronger than the previous dragon scale inner armor. Jun Xiaoyao, who is added to the dragon armor, has a bit less celestial spirit, and has a bit more arrogance like of war. At this moment, he is more like the real dragon emperor in the ancestral dragon nest than Long Haotian and others. This dragon armor, it's called Qingtianzu dragon armor. Jun Xiaoyao smiled lightly. Originally this azure sky ancestor dragon armor should be a means Xiao Chen could condense, but the dragon Qi and the supreme ancestor Keel were both snatched by Jun Xiaoyao, so Jun Xiaoyao was fulfilled instead. Chapter 80, Daluo immortal body, twin dragons were born, ancestral dragons are prosperous. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The gods are small, and the azure dragon armor is also condensed. The remaining power of the supreme ancestor Keel was used by Jun Xiaoyao to break through the realm. His realm is also a natural breakthrough to the one state, and also broke through the 3 realms, reaching the late stage of Qingyi realm. There is no such thing as a bottleneck. After a breakthrough in practice, Jun Xiaoyao's strength has also risen sharply compared to before. Next, it's time to learn about this book. Jun Xiaoyao murmured, among the opportunities he got this time, the most important thing was that the book was scrolled. Of course, as one of the 9 heavenly books, body books are obviously not that easy to practice. Even if Jun Xiaoyao is talented and enchanting, the practice book cannot be accomplished overnight. That's it, there is such a method. After a month, Jun Xiaoyao went to the body book and got his first experience. In the body book, there is a body tempering method, which is to temper the 206 bones in the human body into a big Luo fairy bone, thus transformed into the immortal body of Daluo. This kind of immortal body is extremely terrifying, and it can make Jun Xiaoyao's body immortal, almost invincible. Even if it is Xiaoxishan's famous 6-year-old golden body, it is weak compared with the immortal body of Daluo, of course. It is not that simple to refine the bones into a big Luo fairy bone, requires at least Xuanhuan, or energy material refinement of the same level. Even if it is Jun Xiaoyao, now he is only practicing with a superb source. Xuanhuan is too rare. Looking at the Jun family, there is not much inventory. You can only take one step and count as one step, and you should also pay attention to resources such as Xuanhuan in the future. Jun Xiaoyao muttered. Then, he asked Jun Linglong to ask Jun Zhantian if he could use some fairy sources for cultivation. After only a long time, Jun Linglong returned with hundreds of Xuanhuan, each of which was the size of a fist. Looking at the outside world, it was a rare treasure. These more than 100 yuan of Xuanhuan are already a large part of the Jun family's inventory. Now they are all given to Jun Xiaoyao. With these immortal sources, Jun Xiaoyao also sinks his heart and begins to temper the bones of Daluo and cultivate the immortal body of Daluo. He began to retreat again, and when Jun Xiaoyao was in retreat, the whole fairyland was not calm, and various news began to circulate, such as Zulong's nest. News comes out. The old man and his clan calculated the hexagram as if he saw a corner of the future and said a prediction. Sanjiang was born, and the ancestor dragon was born. As soon as this prediction came out, the entire wild heaven and immortal territory was slightly shaken. does this mean that the ancestral dragon nest is going to rise completely? Many people have figured that the dragon in the birth of Sanjiang should represent Long Outyen, after all, Long Outyen, but Zulong's nest, the most outstanding early generation of taboos, and who is the other dragon? Some people think that Zulong's nest is pointing the finger at Jun's house. After all, when he was in Yuantian's secret storage, Zulong's nest suffered a big loss and lost a big face. Now ancestral dragon nest, I want to find the place back. There are many people in the ancestral dragon nest clamoring, why the son of the Jun family has not shown up. Some people think that Jun Xiaoyao may be avoiding the edge. But more people think that Jun Xiaoyao is keeping a low profile, and when he is born again, he will surely shake the whole fairyland again. In addition to the ancestral dragon's nest, another famous line of the ancient royal family, Xuanhuan Ling Shan, also had a young Tianjiao who began to walk in the world. This line of the ancient royal family is not weak in the ancestral dragon nest, and the relationship with the ancestral dragon nest is very good, is somewhat similar to the relationship between the Jun family and the Jiang family, and I don't know where the rumors came from. The ancestral dragon's nest and Xuanhuan Ling Shan seem to want to unite their blood to create an invincible young supreme with the blood of ancestral dragon and true phoenix. Of course, this is just gossip, not many people believe it. After all, the ancestral dragon and the true phoenix are both the top bloodlines, extremely domineering, and it is as difficult as heaven to merge together. In addition, there is news from Panwu Xinqiao, Wu Mingyue, the eldest princess of the Panwu God dynasty, will recruit horsemen in the near future. At that time, the entire sacred dynasty will set up a grand banquet, inviting all the forces of the wild heaven and immortal realm, young talents, to come to the banquet. The candidates for the horse will be selected at the banquet. This is big news, and it has caused a lot of waves in the entire fairyland. After all, if you can become the cohort of the immortal princess, it will be a step to the sky, which can reduce the struggle for many years. Of course, many people know it well. The young talents who are eligible to participate in the election of horses are either talented or have a solid background. That kind of grassroots civilians counterattack and marry the princess can only appear in the story of the storyteller. Many big powers of Tianjiao are also eager to try. They are making preparations and will go to the gods for a banquet in the future, and just when the fairyland was ups and downs, the four ancient kingdoms of Qinglong, Baihu, Suzaku, and Xuan will also have undercurrents. Although these four ancient countries are not immortal, they are also the overlords of their own states. At this moment, in Huizhou, the ancient Suzaku palace, a beautiful woman in a red plume, sitting cross-legged and practicing. She has a slender figure. Even if she is sitting, she shows beautiful curves, long red hair, skin white as snow. A little cinnabar between her eyebrows makes her look more beautiful and charming. This woman is Bai Yue. In Bai Yue's body, the Suzaku divine fire and the aura of the azure dragon intertwined and flowed, and her aura was far stronger than before. Has reached the early stage of Qingyi realm. You must know that at this age, most of the www.readwn.com who can reach this level are the immortal gods. Bai Yue could not have this kind of cultivation speed originally, is Jun Xiaoyao's random charity, which fulfilled her. After some practice, Bai Yue slowly opened his eyes. The bright crimson crystal eyes are as clear as rubies, and at this moment they are filled with a sense of melancholy and longing. It's been a long time and I haven't seen Lord God's son. Bai Yue murmured, his tone somewhat low. It is hard to imagine that Bai Yue, who is regarded as a goddess by the entire Suzaku ancient country, is now thinking about another unreachable existence. Recently, she has also inquired a lot about Jun Xiaoyao, tore and swallow the celestial sparrow, surrendered to 9 lions, swept across the supreme vault, and even the supreme demon corpse was suppressed in the end. This kind of news makes Bai Yue very excited and emotional. The handsome and heroic posture of Jun Xiaoyao has appeared in front of her. Bai Yue, and even paint Jun Xiaoyao's figure with brush all day long. Although Lord God's son may not care about me, I only have Lord God's son. Bai Yue took out a picture of Jun Xiaoyao, rubbed his hand lightly, and muttered to himself, from the inside to the outside, she has been branded with Jun Xiaoyao. Just when Bai Yue was thinking of Jun Xiaoyao, the voice of the maid came from outside the door. Your Royal Highness, I will report something urgent to you. Come in. Bai Yue condensed his mind, put away the picture scroll, and said sternly. The maid walked in and bowed and said, Back to your Royal Highness. there is a message from the general that the ancient kingdom of Canglong has been at war with the ancient kingdom of Baihu and Xuanwu.